Hello everyone, I am Aashi and I have qualified for assistant professor exam this year with 190 score out of 300. I am ecstatic, I'm thrilled, I'm really happy, and I'm also very grateful for everything that has happened. It's surreal. I still can't believe it actually happened, but it did, all thanks to ma'am. So yeah, really excited. Teaching basically runs in the family. My mother is a teacher, my grandmother was a teacher, my maternal grandmother, and my maternal uncle is also a teacher. And basically he was the one who inspired me to take this path. He was the one who suggested it. I had no idea about all of this, but he believed in me and I took this path, and hopefully that's what it's working for me now. Of course, it's a long journey. Some take 6 months, some take a year. And I've been preparing for a year now. I couldn't appear in the last exam, but I did this time. There are obviously days when you're not motivated and you're really looking for motivation, and I was not alone in this. Everyone in the class felt like this sometimes. And we would ask ma'am in the live classes that, ma'am, you're not feeling motivated enough, what to do? And she would tell us that if you decide to skip studying for a day, just remember, just know that somebody out there is covering at least 5 to 10 authors that day. And it used to scare us enough, so we'll resume studying immediately. So thank you, ma'am, for your practical advices and all the motivation. We couldn't have done it without it. So yeah. So I decided that I wanted to pursue NET in my master's only. I think second semester of my master's, and ever since I've held to Annie ma'am. I have never looked anywhere else. It has always been ma'am. So I started preparing seriously last year in 2024 when I was in my final year of masters, and I think I simply don't know what I would have done without ma'am, because everything that she said, if ma'am asks you to read Routledge 3 times, you read Routledge 3 times, because whatever she says, it's really important. And even if I couldn't attend live classes a lot of times, I would make sure to watch the recordings, and I simply don't know what I would have done without her guidance. She used to be available all the time. The classes were amazing. She used to solve all the doubts, all the questions that she gave in the final months of the preparation. Oh my god, they were so helpful. So yeah, ma'am has played a really big part. So the first half of 2024 I was busy with my masters basically, and I had great professors who were so helpful with everything. So the preparation was not that serious at that time, but I was looking everywhere and everything. I got really serious in the last 6 months, that I would say. And I was really lucky enough to not have much responsibilities except studying. My mom is my family is really very supportive, so not much to do except studying. But again, of course, there were a few days when I had to go eat somewhere, or some obligations. But I had this rule for myself that I would finish whatever goals I set for myself in a day before going to bed, and that has really helped me in going forward and in my preparation. So there's that, and not much responsibilities, to be honest. I have been pretty lucky, touch wood. Thank you. To be very honest, there were no as such breakthrough moments for me. But what I have observed from my preparation, I have observed it the day the result came out, is that I never entertained this possibility that I will not clear this exam. I simply never thought about it. The first and last time I thought about it was when I was opening my result, and I was like, I have never thought what will happen if I don't, qualify, and I don't know how I'll react, because that was not something that I had in my mind ever. Even before I gave the exam, even before the answer key came, I was so certain that I'm going to qualify in this exam. It amuses me now, but I never entertained this possibility. So I think the positive mindset really kept me going, and it helped me. So yeah, that is it. There were no breakthrough moments. I was just way too certain for some reason that even I'm not sure about. But it just happened like that. My advice advice to the aspirants, oh my god, I need his advice too. I'll be appearing for JRF in the June exam. But yeah, from what I have learned, hard work is the key. Of course, we have a syllabus that has no bounds, right? It's way too vast. There's so much to read, there's so much to cover, and we don't know what's going to come. And we are lucky that we have Annie ma'am. We have such an experienced guide, a teacher who is there for us. So listen to whatever she says. I think that's what I did. If she told me that this is the author and these are the works that you have to finish, you have to finish it. Like if she tells you to read a book 5 times, you do that. There are no questions asked because direct questions come from there. And she is very experienced. So when we have no certainty, looking for a guide is all you can do, and we have such a wonderful guide. So yeah, I think that's it. Also the positive mindset that I just talked about. If you're not convinced yourself, how are you going to convince other people? So I think just keep telling yourself, I have always written this in my journal that I have cleared the exam. Not I will, but I have. So I think believing in yourself and believing in the guide, the educator that we have with us, I think that's all. Being persistent, perseverance is very important. That is all the wishes to everyone who will be appearing for the exam and hoping for the JRF next time. Thank you so much for this, Annie ma'am. I am forever grateful for all the guidance, and I am still going to hold your hand while I appear for the June exam and hoping for the best. Thank you everyone. All the best to all of you. Thank you.